Hold it. There we go. I don't know if there's quite a difference yet. Let's just have a look. Hello. There we go. That should be a lot better. Yep, that should be better. Anyway, big up everyone who's tuning in. Today we're going to be talking new news regarding Man City. What's going on around the club right now? Let's have a look, because there is a lot to unfold. And we're going to start by looking at what our guy, This Is City, is had to say. Because This Is City has now started doing a bit more of a news channel. And fair enough to him, as everything that's gone on YouTube, I can hardly blame him. Big ups to him. He absolutely deserves all the love, and he's already got a good platform on here as well, having over almost getting 1,000 followers. So if anyone hasn't followed him on Twitter already, let's go. Haaland with a hat trick for Norway, which is good. 3 goal contributions in just 35 minutes. Now then, Marmoush had to go off with a injury this evening, which wasn't great, and was obviously one of the topics of the stream. Marmoush's injury. It sucks, player like him. It does really suck. And it's not really what you want to see. It's one of our key players, and yeah, it really does suck because he's one of our options, and if it's not him, then we have to run with Doku or Savinho. Savinho I don't so much mind, it's more Doku. But that's where we're at with Marmoush. It's a shame with the injury, but I guess we're going to have to cope. Which just suck because it leaves us a little bit weak, especially if Phil Foden's not quite ready yet on wings. Keep going here. He's got a clip of how it happened on audio. We don't really want full footage either, but there you just see a bit of a dangerous challenge. Derby week. Gonna stick with 2 now. Who do I start with? Man United. Hi mate, how are you? Not too bad. How are you doing, bro? At the moment, just currently looking at the news because you report the news, so I might as well use you as one of my main sources of information. A bit like City Extra. Official statement on the APT case. The Premier League and Man City have reached a settlement in relation of the arbitration by the club earlier this year concerning the Premier League's APT rules. As a result, parties have agreed to terminate the proceedings. This settlement brings to an end the dispute between the parties regarding the APT rules. As part of the settlement, City accepts that the current APT rules are valid and binding. So that's where we're at. I'm not fully up to date with these, so that was useful. And see, thanks so much. Oh, haha, no problem. But yeah, that is also one of the topics for the stream, because City have been trying to eye up a new deal with Etihad, as you reported. This is City hat trick for Norway, and I believe he's had a goal contribution with every goal. Hey, Bernardo goal as well. Big ups to bro. Haaland with an assist. And good news regarding the Marmoush injury is that the injury is regarded to not be that bad. There's confidence amongst the Egyptian camp that the injury isn't that bad and that we're going to be fine. Which, if we're fine, awesome. I'd rather be fine than not. So, great stuff if this is the case. Because it would really suck to lose Marmoush at a time like this when we're already lost with Shirky, we've lost Foden. Well, Foden should be almost back, but at the moment Foden's not with us. Savinho's only just getting back. Marmoush gone. We're really left with Doku. But hopefully he's going to be fine and he'll be able to play against United. So, City, apparently clubs are concerned about the new deal City are going to be setting. And to be fair, I don't necessarily blame them, considering the £1 billion deal we did with Puma. But hey, the great thing is, okay, is that this new change in rules doesn't just affect us. That's a message. Mind the train. Okay. By the way, I've looked into it, and even loads of people have been banned by the AI. People have never uploaded or commented on YouTube, saw YouTube team replying to people who it happened to, and also it happened to my mum a couple of weeks ago. She's never ever uploaded a video or commented. Well, blinking heck, that is rough. Not even like interacting with YouTube at all, other than watching and getting banned is nuts, man. I don't know how I've avoided it, man. Like, I feel lucky. I feel lucky. You know, it shows how unlucky you've been with 2 injuries. This summer, full send Elise, Wharton, Rogers, Diomande, and Livramento. Quite the war chest you're prepping, but look, if we get a deal with Etihad that's anything like the deal we had with Puma, we are already bringing in huge amounts of money just through those 2 deals. Never mind the one with I think OKX is what it's called. Asahi, something like that. Never mind those sponsorship deals. We have so many sponsorship deals, it's crazy. Marmoush making his way to Manchester, of course. Sorry. Donnarumma on his way to Manchester as he's completed his duties with the Italian international team, and the sooner he's with us, the better, because he'll be able to focus then on training and whatnot. A senior from the Premier League executive said his team might as well walk away from the idea of competing with City if the APC case was lost. One source suggested that a number of clubs were losing their mind with Man City over the matter. And we absolutely bossed it. I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. The Puma one was 100 mil a year. If the Etihad one is 200 mil a year, just through those 2 deals alone, we are bringing in 300 million. Mahmoud Shama. I was almost thinking in my head, yeah, that'd be a great summer, but it will never happen. At least it's probably going to cost you 100 mil. Okay, something like that. Wharton probably 100 mil. Rogers probably like 80, 90 mil. Diomande probably like 60, 70 mil. And Livramento probably 100 mil. So yeah, it's going to be a ton of money, but we are going to bring it in. Musiala has 140 million release clause. If City is serious, they will activate it. Will they, though? It's an interesting one. I really think that there's no reason not to. Maybe if we lose Champions League football, we'd be in a little bit of trouble. And you chatting with the AI. Donnarumma, 5-4 win against Israel. Crazy. Yes, this was the big thing with the Etihad deal. Barriers to Man City Etihad Airways sponsorship deal blocked by the Premier League in 2023, as it was deemed to not be of fair market value, have now been removed. City are confident they will not be treated differently to any top flight club going forward. And this means that this crazy deal we're doing can be done by any other team as well. If Liverpool really wanted to, they could go out and make this deal. Not with Etihad, but you get what I mean, an equivalent. Maybe Rodrigo Wharton. I'm excited, Liam. Yeah, be excited, bro. You got reason to. You got absolute reason to. It's a great thing. It's not giving us more of an advantage than the next guy. This is the YouTube thing. I really hope not just you this is it. I really hope everyone that's been wronged by this AI thing can get their accounts back, because it sucks. It really sucks. Yeah, but, this doesn't give us a tactical advantage because other teams can do it. Chelsea could go and do it. United, Arsenal, Liverpool. I don't necessarily want them to, but they could. Next summer, you have the chance for Bayern Munich, but for a Bayern boy, don't go and get Rodrigo. So, to be honest, yeah, I agree. You can skip out on the faff of Bayern Munich because Bayern Munich won't want to sell the kid, but you can skip out on the faff of Bayern Munich if you activate the release clause. And remember, there were a lot of issues between Musiala and Bayern Munich in this contract extension. Like, it took a while to get over the line. And so I don't think Musiala is going to be too fussed about moving on, to be honest. I think it will very much be in his head that, yeah, I don't mind moving on. Sure, why not? Let's go for a new challenge. Okay, I think that is the kind of position he's in. I won't lie. Yeah, this was the initial major breaking statement. The Premier League says here have terminate proceedings, so it's brought to an end. It has been agreed that neither the Premier League nor club will be making any further comments about the matter. Is this 155 and 115? I might as well mention that none of this news about the APT has anything to do with 115. That's its own set of issues that will be solved eventually, hopefully. City have no excuse to complete the rebuild in an incredible way next summer. Yeah, next summer is the summer to sign your top talents because we're going to have so much money coming through. Again, I haven't mentioned potential trophy incomings, potential player incomings, shirt revenues, other sponsorship deals we have, because we have a lot. Those 4 big factors already. Without including those, we are bringing in 300 million a year. And some of those will bring you a lot. Some of those are going to bring you so much money. Congratulations to Johnny Reinders, by the way. This month, he has been voted Man City Player of the Month. It's LB. Not very happy with that. Considering performances against Spurs and Brighton. But, to be fair, like he said, not many to pick from, in fairness. And congrats to Doku with a decent performance against I can't quite remember who it was. I think it was Kazakhstan, but I'm not too sure. Bob on his injury, by the way. Okay, because if you didn't know, apparently Oscar Bob was a bit unfit going into international break, but he's been playing for Norway, as you may have noticed, and he's come out and mentioned, I thought I felt something. It was mainly precaution. It's been looked at. It's nothing. Oscar Bob is fine and is good and ready to go. So that's good for United, and I'm excited to have him because he absolutely cooked United last year. So I'm absolutely glad to see Oscar Bob fine. And guys, I almost bought a Man City shirt today in one of my local stores, but it didn't. The thing is, I like buying Man City shirts, and I would have bought it, but the shop I go to doesn't have the press to write down the names, so I'd just be buying blank shirts, and I don't really like buying the shirts blank. I'm not gonna lie, I like to get the names. If I see next summer City don't value, okay, it's at this point, yeah. I get what you're saying, but I wouldn't for anything. Yeah, I get what you're saying. The money don't matter. Because we bring it in. We bring it in bags. We bring it in absolute mountain loads. Money don't matter anymore. It's about, oh, I like this guy. The only thing that should stop you from signing him is if the club don't want to sell, or if the player don't want to join under any circumstances, if they are not willing to negotiate at all. Now then, Bayern Munich, they don't have a choice. We pay the 140 million release clause, they have to accept it. Marmoush injury is haram. Yeah, I've heard about it. It's meant to be fine, according to City Extra. The feeling is that the Egyptian international, that he's going to be fine. The Egyptian national team I'm not too worried. Apparently, it's not serious. It doesn't mean it's still an injury, but hopefully he's going to be okay for Man United. But we'll have to wait and see. Otherwise, we might be playing with Doku. Says the extra tweet. I'll read that in a moment. Says he should be spending 500 mil, just like Liverpool next summer. No joke, I'm serious here, no excuses. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. We have the money. There's no reason not to, you know? There's no reason not to. Not with everything that's going on. New tweet, this is City just pointed out. Marmoush sustained a knock to his knee. The Egyptian Football Association have confirmed that the Man City forward due to undergo further tests to determine the extent of the injury and length of absence. So yeah, the likeliness is that he's probably going to miss United. United is less than a week away. So he's probably going to miss that. But it doesn't sound like it's awful. It doesn't sound like it's the end of the world. It's not like a Rodri ACL. It could just very well be like a week or two. Which does still suck, as that probably means he misses Arsenal as well, and Napoli. But I'd rather 2 weeks than 5 months. I'm now officially Norwegian. By the way, not English are so fun to watch. Hey, big ups. You turned away from the dark side. But I can hardly blame you, man. England, they are so boring. Every time I think about watching an international game, I see England and they just put me off. They just put me off, whether they're playing or not. Okay, I'll always see them because I live in the UK. You're gonna see them, but they always just put me off. They have a way. They have a way. When there's a will, there's a way, as you say. And yeah, there's no way out of it for me. Oh, look at that. He just scrolled off. Nothing else. In terms of Man City news, 5 years ago, De Bruyne won PFA Player of the Year, 13 goals and what should have been 21 assists in 35 Premier League appearances. Rodri came off the bench in Spain's 6-0 win. KDB, I believe, got a goal and 2 assists. Reinders! Oh my god. Reinders and Ake completed an hour of action each against the Netherlands. Savino left wing, yeah, absolutely. Haaland has more goals than games for Norway. Crazy. People doubt the guy. Maseko says he's not giving us any injury updates anymore. Foden Josko. They give us nothing. I know. We know nothing. Next to nothing about Josko Vardio. I don't even know when he picked up his injury. That might just be me, a lack of me being informed. But the point stands. We've been told next to nothing from City. It's all been reports and whatnot. And with Phil, it's been, oh, he's almost back. It's almost like Kevin De Bruyne last year. Do you remember when Kevin De Bruyne picked up an injury that was just meant to be a knock, but then he missed 2 months? That's how it's feeling with Foden right now. Oh, he's picked up an injury. Okay, he's coming back. He's picked up a knock. I've hardly seen him. I know he came off the bench not too long ago, but come on, just tell me something. If he's injured for 3 months, give me straight. If Josko's on ACL, give me it straight. I'd rather it no other way. I'm sick of tiptoeing around. That's really it in regards to big news. So check out Fabrizio real quick. Onana to Trabzonspor, by the way. Haaland, like Alf just said, 44 goals in 43 starts for Norway. Nuts. 1 assist. That's not even including assists. Mbappe surpasses Thierry Henry as second top goal scorer in France history. I think Olivier Giroud is the top. Esteval, Love and Life. Otavio joins Quadzia. Steve Cooper has signed. I thought this guy's name was. Oh wait, no, it's Steve, isn't it? Steve Cooper signed a deal with Brondby to become their coach on a 3-year deal, as we saw earlier. And Postecoglou, by the way. Bit of good news, bought some tickets for the Napoli game. Hey, big ups. I'm expecting 360 million minimum next summer from City. Man, I'm thinking more 400 million, to be honest, because we are bringing in so much Mahmoud. 300 million alone from the Etihad deal and the Puma deal. That money alone is nuts and should be bringing in what we need. Postecoglou, though, signing for Forest. This either goes brilliantly or it goes horribly, in my opinion, because we know what Postecoglou's like. He had that great first season with Tottenham, finished 17th next season. It's going to be a really weird one. But I will say, the treatment of, Espirito, real bad, but he's going to be due another decent club soon. Similar to when he got the Tottenham move. Hey, maybe ex-Tottenham coaches will prevail and do brilliantly at Forest. Let's have a look. Mainly Saudi League stuff. I believe that window is still open, to be fair. Xabi Alonso, coach of the month. Matthias Tell, speaking about lack of Champions League. New Leverkusen coach. Mainly just looking for new news now, guys. Haaland header, 5GA now tonight. Man, I want double against United. Yeah, very much a Saudi League football. Not really much more to say. Speaking of World Cup qualifiers, though, as we may as well check it out. Why on earth wouldn't we? Give me a second and I'll put it up. World Cup qualifiers. Here we go. So these are all the games right now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what happened yesterday as well. 5-4 there. Yeah, not too much really. Serbia, though, England winning 2-0. Madueke and Harry Kane, the scorers. Oh, okay, lost it. France and Iceland. Mbappe scored in that. Portugal and Hungary. Bernardo scored there. Of course, Haaland has scored 4 goals here. Yep, 4 goals. And assisted one of them as well, because he's the GOAT. Oh, blinking heck. Albania winning 1-0 against Latvia. 1-0 between Bosnia and Austria. 2-1 between Romania and Cyprus. Yeah, not too much to say. North Macedonia. Oh, this has changed a lot. See, Wales were up here the other day. When's that next game, I wonder? Oh, Canada. Oh, wait. There you go. It's friendlies. Yeah, when is that next qualifier? Oh, England soon. There you go. That'll be an interesting one. World Cup qualifiers. Next one, Belgium. That's a tough one for him. Haaland had a 5 GA now tonight. Crazy. If he stays on, he could get 9 goals again. I'd be tempted. Loving the content, says Kyle. Big ups to you, Kyle. How you doing? Yeah, well, hopefully Wales maybe turn that around, possibly. We'll see. Oh, I say that. It's not even, I don't even know why I'm bothered. Oh, look at our Nations League now. Old story. Yeah, there you go. Croatia still at the top. England at the top. Belgium is second now, which is a qualifying spot, I believe. Norway and Italy at the top, as you'd expect. Norway are flying. No one were really bothered about there. Big in Netherlands at the top at the moment, only by goal difference by the looks of it. Portugal at the top, big ups to them. Spain at the top. No one there. No one there. Akanji, big ups to him. Doing well at the top there. And Germany third. Have we got any German players now? I'm not sure. By the way, well, I sent you before. Feel free to have a look after the stream. Yeah, sure, will do. Big ups to you. Hey, but there you go. That's basically all the news I've got to report to you tonight, Blues. It's not much, but look, you know more than anyone. This is Sissy. Content international break. It is a bit dead. So we'll see how we do. If City do need another project player to develop once we sign world class summer, and the next summer this new guy looks unreal for Norway. Yeah, I mean he's been a hot talent for a while now. Nusa actually signed him in a career mode in FC24, but then he left due to not getting game time, and I signed Andreas Schjelderup, who's also Norwegian, and he became my absolute goat with the club. There you go. Bit of all my Bristol City career mode. Favorite career mode ever. But anyway, big ups to everyone who's tuned in. Yeah. Oh, that's actually crazy, Alf. Tzolas, I think I used to sign him on FIFA 18 along with Jolson Fernandez, who played for Sporting Lisbon at the time. Those two are my young superstar talents. Crazy. There you go. Bit more lore for you. 2 times I watched Nusa, he looks unreal. Who does he even play for? Antonio Nusa, the name is. I think it's Benfica. Maybe I'm wrong. No, it's RB Leipzig. There you go. I don't think he's been there extremely long, though. He's only 20 as well. He's very young. But look, anyway, there you go. Bit of all my career modes over the years. Big ups to everyone who tuned in. Alf, this is Sissy. Sahamuda as well. Big ups to you all. I appreciate the support as per usual. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And turn the notification bell too so that you don't miss the next stream. I'm trying to do streams daily at the moment because I know I want to get back on that because last week I didn't really stream much. To be fair, last week was kind of chaotic, but I want to get back onto daily streams because I think that would be better for me and the channel. Anyway, though, big ups to you all. I appreciate the support as per usual, and yeah, I'll absolutely see you all in the next one. Big ups.